queue. So what I'll say is myQ.enqueue, and we'll do similar kind of values here. I'll do a 0, myQ.enqueue, we'll do a 45, and then myQ.enqueue, and we'll do a 17. And just like the example above, we'll remove some data from this data structure. So I'll create a variable, int beginning of queue, and then I'll dequeue the first thing that's inside of the queue. So I'll say myQ.dequeue. Now in this case, the beginning of the queue should be 0, so we can print that out, console.writeLine, beginning of queue. And if I were to run it now, you should see that the last thing that we have here is a 0 that prints out on the screen. Now let's go ahead and add our 11. I can say myQ.enqueue, and we'll pass it the 11. And then just like we had here above, I can grab this console.writeLine, paste it here, and then for each int I in myQ, we can come up here and console.writeLine I. Finally, what I'll do is I'll paste these bars down here at the bottom. And if I were to run it now, let me move it over here just a bit. You can see that our output is slightly different. In this case, we started with a 0 at the beginning of the queue, followed by a 45 and a 17. When we said myQ.dequeue, it removed that 0 from the beginning of this queue, and then we enqueued an 11. So if you look here, you should see that we have a 45, a 17, and an 11 that's still in the queue. And then when we print it out, you can see the 45, 17, and 11.